company. All right, so hello, my beautiful soul family. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. How should I start? Well, we had a full moon on Sunday, and right around that time, I was really looking inward. That's what it seems like that full moon energy had me doing, looking inward, looking at myself, which is probably like one of the biggest things that you do throughout or when you go through an awakening. I don't know if this bird is going to keep interrupting me, but I guess she wants to be a part of this, so all right. So with the full moon, what I started to do is I started to think about how my life has changed ever since I started to awaken, and how I am constantly moving in the right direction. So I thought in this video I would talk about the things that we need to do to continue to move forward and change our life, but starting from the inside. Because like I said in that post, sometimes nothing changes until we do. So number one, watch what comes out of your mouth too. So I know a lot of us we've been eating healthy, watching what we put into our mouth and taking care of ourselves in that way, eating the right stuff. But we need to watch what's coming out of our mouth too. The way that we talk about ourselves and how we talk about things that we can't do, or even how we talk about others, putting others down, pointing out their flaws. And it's real easy to say, stop doing that, don't do that, that's not right, don't do that. But it's not that easy to do it because we have been programmed to do this. We get dragged into that type of talk a lot of the time from things we see on TV, social media, and even from our family, like our parents, family members, friends, and other people, the people that we hang around sometimes. We get dragged into that type of talk. So we start to normalize it, and it becomes a normal thing. And the ego kind of likes that. The ego likes to make you think that you're better than other people. So, we get into this habit of judging and putting other people down. But a good sign for your spiritual growth is when, I swear I feel something crawling on me, is when you start to catch yourself. That's when you know you're heading in the right direction. When you start to catch yourself, like you're saying something negative, whether it's about yourself, about someone else, and then you just like, okay, stop it. And I do this. I'm like, stop it, Nadia. Don't be so hard on yourself, or don't stop judging. When you catch yourself, because I never used to. I remember, years and years before I started to awaken, I would just when I would just say things about people, just, oh, well, he's this or she's that, or, oh, I can't do that, or, oh, I'm not strong enough to do that. Like, that was like a normal way of talking until I started to awaken. Then I catch myself all the time. I catch myself before I start talking bad about people and even putting myself down and not having a lot of faith and trust in myself. But when you start to catch yourself, then you know that you're heading in the right direction. Watch what's coming out of your mouth as well as what's going in. It's real easy to change your eating habits and start eating healthy, and that's sometimes not easy. But as far as speaking negatively about yourself and about others, that's probably something that's going to take a long time to really, totally, just quit. So watch what's coming out of your mouth. Number 2, hold yourself accountable, face yourself, and keep it real with yourself. A lot of times we don't like to keep it real with ourselves because it reminds us of how imperfect we are and how human we are. And yes, we are spirit beings, but we were given this human life to be human right now. It doesn't make you a horrible person just because you're not at your best. And just because you're not at your best doesn't mean that you shouldn't strive to be your best. For example, in my last video, I was talking about smoking weed every day or not smoking weed every day. And that's me holding myself accountable. That's what that is. I know that there's something better I can do for myself than to smoke weed every day. And I know that smoke in my lungs every day is not the best thing for me. That's me keeping it real with myself and holding myself accountable. How can I encourage you or tell you to do your best and strive to be your best and I'm not doing it myself? If changes and making changes and letting go of attachments has helped me in life, why wouldn't I share that with you? How can I make this video and then shut the camera off and then go live a life opposite of what I'm talking about here? I'd rather just not make a video and spend time learning to practice what I preach. So hold yourself accountable. And like I said, you're not a bad person because you're not at your best. I'm not at my best. No one's their best. I mean, at least not yet. We're getting there. But hold yourself accountable and keep it real with yourself. They're so far away and they're so loud. I swear it just sounds like somebody walking in the grass. It's crazy. All right, so number three, follow your heart instead of your head. Some people might say follow your head and not your heart. And I can't really agree with that. Maybe that works for some people, but not for me. I believe and I see that. And my experience has been that when I do things from the heart, they always are the best decisions. When I make a decision from the heart. Sometimes we think we're following our heart when we're actually not. So we have to learn the difference between leading with the head and leading with the heart. The mind is rational, but life is not rational. The mind, when we focus on the mind too much, we tend to overthink. But the heart allows us to be our true selves. The mind wants to be safe all the time and skeptical. But the heart wants to take chances. And here's an example. When I created this channel, my mind wasn't down with this. It was like, why? Share the stuff I've experienced in life, the things that I have kept from people because people might think I'm crazy. I should tell people that. I don't think that's the right way. I don't think that's it. But the heart knew that that was the right thing to do. It was like taking a chance, doing something that my mind is going against. So the mind was like, this channel thing, it's not the thing, right? My mind, right along with the ego, was like, okay, the fitness thing, that's my thing. But the funny thing about that is when I used to make fitness videos and post pictures and stuff, there was a part of me, the higher self, clearly, that was just like, posting these pictures, it's like something about this can't be it. How could this be it? Something feels shallow about this. That's what was going on with me. So my head and heart was just like fighting. It was like these pictures, this is a shallow, this is not it. This is not it. But then my mind was trying to tell me this is it, the fitness thing, this is it. So that's my ego. My ego was fighting to stay in control. Another example, when I met my husband, and we met on Facebook, might I add. We talked for probably about 3 months before we met each other, and then he moved from Georgia to Miami. Now, in the head, in the mind, it was like, ugh, this is not rational to just like, accept this person in your life and just be like, okay, we're together when I haven't, spent a lot of physical time with him. And not only that, he's not in the best place in life. Now, I wasn't in the best place either, but it was like, he's not in the best place in life. This is probably not gonna work. But then the heart was like, this can be a beautiful journey. This can be a wonderful experience. But following my heart is what created this beautiful journey. Not only did I end up with someone who I can be my true self with, and that is actually going to support me being my true self, but I went from busting my ass working hard to being with someone who can now support me, to where I can work just a few days, short hours, and just a different life. And this is not what I did it for. It's not what I saw going into it, but I was following my heart. And that was one of the best decisions that I ever made. Following the heart. So follow your heart over your head. And I know that's probably not for everybody, but you're my people. We're alike. So I'm pretty sure this will work for you just like it has for me. And even though my hubby and I, we have growth to do, we still have a lot of growing to do and accomplishments to get ourselves in a place where we are, we're supporting each other in a way where we're not working for anyone, we're working for ourselves. Like, that's where life is heading. But right now, it's time to live in the moment and not dwell on what the future could be. Live in the moment and create beauty in the moment. That's going to set you up for the future. So, following your heart over your head. Last but not least, exercise. I know you're probably like, oh yeah, I know I need to exercise. I don't feel, I know. But some of us need to shock our bodies. Now, if you have like health issues or other issues where you need to take it slow with any kind of physical fitness, totally understand. Do your research and find ways to heal yourself so that you're not in like a cycle of medications and everything else. Work on and do some research on what you need to heal yourself. And then you can ease your way into exercise. We need that energy flowing through us. We need that exercise. And like I said, some of us need to shock our bodies, because you can eat healthy, take all your vitamins, do all of that stuff. But nothing is like pure anymore. The air you're breathing is not even the best. So sometimes we need to shock our bodies. Our bodies need that. And that kind of connects with leading with the heart instead of your head. Our heart needs that. Our heart needs that. Instead of walking around the block, run around the block. I'm not saying run and pass out. Run. Get yourself out of breath where your heart is beating and catch your breath and then start again. Push yourself. Our body needs to be shocked sometimes. That's not what everyone needs to do, because some of us, like I said, you may have certain issues where you got to ease into that. But some of us need to really push ourselves. I feel like that's the best way to to get our heart pumping, to get that energy flowing, stretching our muscles. We need that. We need to do more than the little subtle thing walking around. Like, listen, life is not subtle. The things that have happened to us, the things we've eaten, we need to shock ourselves sometimes. So I'm not going to go in on you with the exercise, but exercise, that's last but not least, goes right along with the heart. And that's one of the things that we need to focus on as well. So that's it for this video today, my people. As you can see, Since I started making my videos again, I've been at the nature trail. This is where it all began. This is my spot. And probably next video, I think I'm gonna go ahead and hike to the back like I did in, I remember, was it the Crown Chakra video, where I'm back by the water and there's a pole back there with the number 11 on it. My life path number, which was very interesting to find. But when I'm by myself walking back there, I get like an eerie feeling in the middle of nowhere, and you just hear crackling of the leaves and the trees. And oh, something just dropped and just scared me. Woo! Okay. That's what I was talking about. I get this eerie feeling when I'm walking back there sometimes and I'm by myself. But just like I did it before, I'm going to suck it up, be strong, let go of that fear, stop being such a scaredy cat. My husband always say that's where the girls get it from, because they're scared of everything. But I'm going to go ahead and go back there for the next video. So thank you all, everybody. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you all next time. Peace and blessings. Love you.